I want to raise the issue of investment in our sewage infrastructure. This is an issue I've come across before, and I came across two new cases of it while campaigning in the local elections, one in Alderwood Grove and another in Glenview Park, both in Tallaght. This is a circumstance, I presume there are hundreds of cases like this across the country, whereby people have raw sewage coming out through a manhole in their back garden because the system is such that you have a private pipe from houses onto the public sewage line, and then the house at the bottom of the line, if there's a blockage further up the road, or if in the case of like in Glenview, it seems that simply too many new housing developments have been connected to this one pipe, that the house at the bottom is left with a situation of like a lot of water, with a lot of rain or a lot of usage, then raw sewage floods up through their back garden. And the issue in all these cases, I've experienced it repeatedly, is that they can't get to the bottom of who's responsible, who will deal with it. They go to the council, council says private matter, nothing to do with us. Then they go to Irish Water, and Irish Water says, again, nothing to do with us. And these people are not capable of dealing with the problem. The problem exists off their property, outside of their sewage line. It is like up the line, either, again, too many properties have been connected, or a neighbour up the road is putting in things like nappies or wipes or whatever in the toilet that shouldn't be, which is then causing a blockage. But it is a serious problem, and it's been exacerbated by the kind of offloading of the responsibility mostly from the council to Irish Water, and now a situation exists in every one of these circumstances where each one points at the other and no one takes responsibility.
That issue of raw sewage and manholes and back gardens and stuff, horrific situations. I see them in my own constituency from time to time as well. An awful thing to happen if people have children or pets or anything in the garden as well, a horrifically distressing situation for people. It does all point to the need to invest a lot more in the water network. We all agree on that. We might have debates on how best to do that. But I am hopeful that government will be able to make some concrete decisions shortly in terms of increasing levels of public investment through Uisce Éireann in some basic infrastructure. How that gets played out in terms of specific schemes will be a matter for Uisce Éireann, but I do think there's a real need to invest a hell of a lot more in our water and sewage network as well. And I'll take away the points that Deputy Murphy made in relation to Tallaght.